Everland is one of the premier theme parks in South Korea, and it is not hard to see why. This place has an incredible zoo with all sorts of animal experiences. Then also is a full-fledged amusement park, complete with one of the world's best wooden roller coasters in T-Express. In this countdown, I will rank this park's top 15 rides and attractions. Before starting this list, I want to note I will be excluding any pure animal exhibits. This includes the park's beloved Panda World. You definitely should go check that out though. I will be including 2 safari attractions in this list that do have a ride component to them though. Starting out the list at number 15 is Columbus Adventure. This is a colossal swinging ship from Huss. The swings are too elongated to offer the airtime of the smaller models, but you do get a falling sensation if you're in the ends of the boat. But this ride is most notable for the views. It is perched at the edge of a large hill. Then you also have the novelty of the giant ship itself. Number 14, Space Tour. This is a 4D theater. They change up the movies quite frequently, but the image quality is decent, then the seats rumble a fair amount and are synchronized up fairly well. Number 13, Shooting Ghosts with Baby Shark. This is an interactive shooting dark ride, but it is a frustrating installation, and it's not because of the Baby Shark theme song ironically enough. This ride has a mix of physical sets and screens, but unfortunately, the responsiveness was spotty. A lot of targets wouldn't register no matter how hard I tried. I tried it in 2 separate vehicles with similar results. If everything worked as intended, this would have easily made the top 10. Number 12, Championship Rodeo. This is a Huss breakdance. It is operated a bit differently than usual though. Rather than having one main speed throughout, they throttle this one quite significantly. So while there are some dull spots, you get some quick and forceful spins when the platform accelerates. I've been on faster versions of this ride, but the unique program kept me on my toes. Number 11, Hurricane. This is a Huss frisbee. It does not swing high enough to offer any notable airtime, but it spins fast enough to offer strong centripetal forces throughout. This is probably the park's most dizzying ride. Number 10, Skyway. This park is a series of cable cars to navigate the hillside, but this is my favorite of the bunch. It has a convenient location, so it's a great travel option. Then the open-air gondolas offer some amazing photo opportunities at the lower half of the park, most notably of T-Express. Number 9, Herky and Timmy's Racing Coaster. This is a Vekoma Junior coaster, but is much more interesting than usual. For one, it's a terrain coaster weaving down a hill. 2, and more impressively, the train is reversed. The largest drop therefore offers a slight falling sensation because it catches you off guard. Then the turns and helixes have some light G's to them, which are amplified when you take them backwards. Number 8, Double Rock Spin. This is a Huss top spin. This one has 3 distinct sequences where it chains some rapid and forceful flips together. Your legs will feel numb each time from the power. There is a lot of filler in between though where you lackadaisically rock back and forth, but that is pretty typical for the genre. Number 7, Rolling X Train. This is a classic aero looper. The layout is nearly identical to rides like Python at Efteling or Carolina Cyclone at Carowinds. It starts off with a great first drop with an abrupt ejector pop if you're in the rear rows. Then there are 2 extremely forceful inversions that cause me to gray out. You then haul through the second half. The corkscrews have some light laterals to them, and the final helix offers some G's. While the ride tracks reasonably well for its age, I really wish it had the standard aero trains. The ones here are very bulky over the shoulder restraints, and they cause some light headbanging in any directional change. Number 6, Amazon Express. This is a good river rapids ride from Hafima. It has a long layout in the woods with numerous rapids. And because of how the boats are clover leaves with different sections that flex independently, the motion is much more exaggerated than usual. Then you sort of can control how wet you get. The rafts are equipped with tarps that can cover your lower half if you want them to. Number 5. Let's Twist. This is a mondial top scan. It rotates slower than the other versions I've ridden, so the laterals are merely decent instead of insane. However, this one has quite a bit of flipping, especially since the cycle is a nice duration going both ways. I was consistently getting flips over the top. Sometimes they'd be fast and violent. Other times, they would be slower and loaded with hang time. I love how chaotic and disorienting these rides are. Number 4. Lost Valley. This is one of 2 safari rides at this park. This one is a guided tour in a jeep past a series of herbivores. You pass several animals, but the highlight was easily the giraffes. Towards the end of the ride, the jeep stops and the tour guide pulls out some lettuce. All the giraffes then hustle over and stick their heads inside the vehicle to get it. This creates some epic photo opportunities. Number 3. Thunder Falls. This is a large Hopkins super flume that feels like a better version of Dollywood's Daredevil Falls. This is yet another water ride tucked in the woods. Then this one has 2 drops. The first is backwards, and it's followed by a bunny hump with a surprise airtime pop. The second drop is one of the largest I've seen in a flume. It has a little airtime and excellent zip. Just know you will likely get very wet in this ride between the splashdowns and the giant guest-activated geysers. Number 2. Safari World. This is one of the best safari rides out there. You board a plexiglass cabin and you get extremely close to a series of carnivores. I was mere inches from so many animals. The tigers in particular were super active, walking right next to the vehicle. I also loved seeing all the lions and bears as well. This is an absolute must for animal lovers. And coming in at number 1 is T-Express. This is South Korea's best roller coaster, and it's not even close. This was the 4th and final Intamin prefabricated wood coaster, and is easily the best of the bunch. It is an ejector airtime machine. You have an intense start resembling El Toro. The drop and subsequent camelback have some of the wildest negative G's of any coaster. Then the following speed turns are out of control, and they levy crushing positive G's. Then the second half is essentially a clone of Balder. It is a repetitive series of hills and turns. The turns are admittedly lackluster, but there are roughly a dozen hills that'll launch you airborne. And this ride is reasonably smooth despite its intensity. I have a full review available going more in depth on this exceptional ride if you want to learn more. Those are my 15 favorite rides at Everland in South Korea. I think any coaster enthusiast will have the same number 1 as me, but everything else depends on your personal tastes. What are your favorites at this park, or thoughts on any of the attractions I mentioned? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.